So I think my involvement right out of high school was much more with the youth and the young adult movement, yes, and FES, and it's something that has shifted in the past years to be more centered around my society, the Washington Ethical Society. As I've gotten a little bit older and started kind of to move on, I think into a different phase of life where that feels more fitting with my needs and with where I am.
Cool. Well, so why do you call yourself an ethical culturist? What really speaks to you in ethical culture movement?
I really strongly identify with ethical culture because it is a social justice and social action organization that is not based on a particular cause or one particular issue, or it's not a reactionary, but rather a call to actively and continuously creating the best world and the best community with the people around you and supporting each other through that process.
And so why do you stay involved with FES?
I'm involved with FES because I believe that it really provides a really important link to ethical culture for a lot of people. Less so me right now, but me a couple years ago, who are in between that phase of teenagedom of kind of coming up in societies, and then at the youth of ethical societies, the FES Conference, and that organization, through their transitional periods of their life into young adulthood, and it provides a link to that. And it also provided a community that at a lot of societies I felt was really lacking, of my peers who have engagement for the same reasons that I do with ethical culture, and who understand my relationship to it as a young adult.
So what do you hope to achieve with FES or within FES, and either outreach or within the core of who's already involved?
I would really like to achieve more. Scratch that. I think that I would really like to see FES be a place that can support a lot more of the youth coming out of FES, and that can provide a space to provide that engagement for a lot of folks who don't necessarily feel like it is their home, and to really shift the leadership within FES into that younger generation that's coming in as some of us older members age out of it.
So how does ethical culture influence your look on the world, your view on the world, and how you interact with it?
I think that growing up in ethical culture, it shaped and reinforced a lot of parts of my worldview, my dedication to confronting and analyzing privilege and responsibilities to activism, and a desire to create honest social change with communities based on engagement with people instead of just on a mission or a goal.
All right. What would keep you more engaged in FES, in ethical culture, than what's going on right now? What are you looking for?
I think it's something that I would look for more of from ethical culture, from the movement as a whole. I think would be more in the way of. Can we shut those?
Oh no, they just opened it for air. It's going to be bad for sound.
I think that what I would look for from ethical culture more as a movement as a whole, and FES as an organization, and the larger organizations in ethical culture, would be a greater action. I think there's a lot of commitment to social action, but I think that I think I would really like to see the national movement and societies be quicker to respond and to take really religiously convicted stances on issues that are important to us, and to really act in our communities and in the world as advocates for the change that we all want to see.
Are there any specific examples or situations that you wanted to see that happening, or would like to see that happen in the future?
I think that ethical culture has the potential and the power to be a really accepting and empowering place for lots of queer youth and And adults as well. Yeah, like that. I don't really have a good answer to that question.
All right, thanks.